back when I was beginning to be an entrepreneur, I knew that I needed to get in personal development. I knew that that was something that I was going to have to do. And so what I decided was, I was like, okay, well, I'm a believer. So I also was like, okay, I want to learn and grow my spiritual life. I want to make sure that I'm growing our financial, portfolio and what we have going. I also want to make sure I'm learning just as a personal development, just discipline and consistency. And so I started to look at different people that I could learn from, and I would gather all these, different speakers and motivators and teachers, and I would just watch just for free, just their YouTube videos and all of these things. And so anybody that knows, my journey with Eric Thomas, that's how I came to find Eric Thomas, because he was all the things, right? And he was the believer, the businessman, the motivator. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I don't have to be piecing together my personal development. I can just get it from this one person, right? And so I invested in his mentorship. I invested in working with him. Because of that, not only did it increase my consistency, not only did it increase my personal development, and I think the investment was like, I can't remember. He did like a special around the holidays. So let's say it was $500. I can't remember the exact number. So not only increase my consistency, my personal development, and discipline, all of the things, right? But I also, because I was in his community now, I got to know like-minded people. So anytime you're in a community of personal development, now you're meeting more people that are trying to also uh, cultivate and get the best out of themselves. And so you're just sharpening the iron of other people. You're constantly sharpening each other's iron. And so now meeting these incredible people, I end up doing business with these people. I end up working with these people. I end up learning from these people. I end up saying, hey, this is my gift. What's your gift? Are they opposites? Let's work together and create something beautiful. And I've done that time and time again. I end up working with Eric Thomas and having incredible opportunities with him. So the 500 I spent was my short-term cost. My long-term value cannot be quantified anymore. I have surpassed numeric numbers in how I had a return on that. And so what I want you to do is understand that when I had the understanding that my personal development was now an investment, because I was gonna reap some level of return. I didn't know what the level of return was, but I knew I needed to reap a level of return. I knew that the value that I would extract out of that personal development, I would be able to use for a lifetime. That's where it starts to get where it can't even be quantified. How can you quantify something helping you be more consistent and it impacts every single area in your life? Your business, you as a parent, you as a spouse, you as a, like, how do you begin to still quantify that? And so that's why I want you to look at, what is the short-term cost? Absolutely, we have to evaluate that. Absolutely, we have to analyze that. Absolutely, we have to go back to our bank account and our goals and what we have coming up and seeing what that looks like. But make sure it's measured against the long-term value that you're going to get and receive. You're going to get in return. If you can look at the short-term costs and you can look at the long-term value, and it's endless possibilities, how dare you call that an expense? That's an investment that you're going to reap a reward for it. Is it an expense, or is it a seed that can reap you a harvest? I planted a seed with that money. I have reaped a harvest. I planted a seed in my personal development. I reaped a harvest in return.